All right, all right. So I'm happy to note that brick phones and dumb phones in general might be making a comeback. This is my light phone here that I've had now for 2 to 3 years. I can't remember how long. And you know, I've never owned a smartphone. I've never owned my own smartphone. Okay. I do have a tablet that I use like at night to listen to podcasts and stuff like that while I'm washing dishes, but I have never carried a smartphone with me. And people are often surprised. Matter of fact, so one thing I do is I help to teach. I help prepare high school students at my alma mater, Mercy University. I help to prepare high schoolers who come there for a college program called Upward Bound, to prepare for college and kind of know what they need to do to get ready to go to college and whatnot. And I was talking to them about the importance of study and being free of distraction. And as I was talking, I lifted up my phone, and they were like, "What is that?" And I said, "This is my phone." And they're like, "That's your phone?" And everybody was laughing. And the thing is, a couple of the young ladies in my class, for the remaining maybe 15, 20 minutes of the class, they could not stop laughing at my phone. And I mean, my feelings wouldn't hurt. I expect that kind of response, but it's funny. I get that a lot with my light phone here. But like I said, it looks like dumb phones, brick phones, flip phones, even phones like these could be making a comeback. I came across this article that apparently is from BBC News, and it talks about this 17-year-old who owns like she owns a phone that's kind of like a one of the old brick phones. It almost looks like a Nokia phone. Well, actually, the picture they have is a Nokia phone. So I don't know exactly what kind of phone she has, but it's referred to as a brick phone. And her whole purpose of it was because she said her smartphone was taking over her life. Now, why am I talking about this on this channel? I've talked about um, like this kind of stuff before, but obviously I talk more so about fitness and exercise, eating, all that kind of stuff. But I talk about this because a lot of times these phones, man, these phones will take up our time where we think we can't go work out, and then because we just kind of scroll on our phone, or the phone can get in the way of good mental health as well. Now, that's not necessarily what I talk about on here, but I am a big proponent of holistic health because your mental definitely affects your physical and every other part for that matter. And I'm a huge proponent of the responsible use of technology. And I feel like one of the plagues of our society is that we're misusing technology. I feel that technology is taking over our lives rather than us using it to truly enhance our lives. We're missing an opportunity here. And smartphones with all their capabilities and whatnot, I'm not mad at them. Matter of fact, I mean, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. It's amazing all the things you can do in your hand. However, the whole reason that I've not gotten a smartphone is because everybody's always telling me. Well, I say it's the main reason. People have always told me like how distracting they are, and I know for me, my biggest distraction as far as technology is this device here, my laptop. My laptop, because I'm working on it almost all day long, and then I have access to YouTube. Of course, I'm uploading videos to YouTube, but Facebook, that's a little bit less of a distraction. But Facebook, um, Instagram is more of a distraction for me at night whenever I'm washing dishes and stuff like that when I'm listening to podcasts. But I have hope for this because seeing that a 17-year-old would choose to get a dumb phone for the reason that she got it for, shows me that younger people are kind of starting to understand the importance of regaining control of their minds, and regaining control of their mental real estate, their mental capacity. And I think that's really important because the young people today did not grow up apart from technology like I did as a millennial. I remember before we had cell phones altogether. So I remember before brick phones and stuff like that. And so they don't have that advantage. And therefore, I think it's really, really important and great to see young people who are embracing this. So again, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that if you have a smartphone, you're bad. Like I promise you, I'm not doing that. But at the same time, the reason why I personally am not owning a smartphone is because I want to. Sometimes life is kind of stressful, and just to think about having social media, email access, not just one email. I have one, two, three, four important email addresses. Getting notifications from all of those and all of the junk that comes to those email addresses. So constant dings, text messages, and phone calls. Get a lot of distraction even from phone calls because all these spam calls. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And you know, then just access to all these other apps and things. I have apps for like, Chipotle. I have apps for other restaurants to get rewards and stuff like that. And keeping up with all that. The way I do is I have a username and a password, and every now and then I go log in and check it manually myself. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do the extra work of doing that because to me it's not extra work. I just never stopped doing it when that was all everybody did before. But this excites me that young people are choosing dumb phones, that they're choosing them, choosing to have only access to talking and texting. Now, granted, this phone that I have here, and I do have a link to it in the description if you're more interested, but this phone that I have right here actually has like access to podcast feeds, and it has a directory. You can look up local businesses and get their phone number. If I get pictures, it won't show up on here, but it'll go to my email so I can check them later on. So it's like this is actually a bit more connected than you would think. You can even put GPS on this thing. I don't think I would, but anyhow, I function just fine without this. Now the thing is with me, I don't really have the challenge though of having to pull myself away from a smartphone to go to lower technology because I never I never used a smartphone. So, um, so those who have a smartphone and then they kind of go to a dumb phone, they probably have a harder time transitioning than people like me because I didn't really transition from anything. But anyhow, would you ever, if you're a smartphone owner, would you ever consider getting a dumb phone again? Um, yes or no? And whatever your answer is, why? All right, let y'all go. As we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain and build muscle. Muscle helps you burn fat, stay mobile, and can contribute to longevity. However, many people have no idea how to work out to build muscle. My mini workout series on Patreon provides you with my body weight mini workout video library. These workouts use little to no equipment, which means that you can do them in the privacy of your own home. They start at beginner level and progress from there to ensure you continue to see results. Every workout is a full body workout, hitting chest, back, legs, and glutes, as well as other muscles in between. Become a patron today and receive access to my series of mini workouts, plus access to a digital copy of my book, 8 Weeks to Transform Your Diet and Your Health. By combining the workouts with healthy diet changes, as outlined in my book, you'll definitely be on your way to weight loss, improved health, and visible results. Join me at patreon.com/SeanB2B Fitness today.